Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are leaving Mitchell, South Dakota this morning, and it is thundering and lightning. I am just a few minutes ahead of this storm. Gonna jump on I-90, see if I can outrun it. It stormed through the night too. Very humid. A lot of energy in the skies right now. All right, it's raining. I gotta grab the camera. Let me pull over up here. There you go. Away we go. Well, we got a good 60 miles till we get over in Minnesota. We're going to go up to a little town called Pipestone. There's a national monument there. Look at them clouds. They're right behind me. Yeah, I was kind of just goofing off this morning, finishing my coffee, and then I checked the phone and the radar, and it showed it coming in. I just didn't want to get caught up in it and not film anything. So, anyway, this will work. Got to grab some fuel up here. Once we get into Minnesota, we're off this I-92. We can say goodbye to that, start on some state highways. Well, doesn't matter. Every day's an adventure. Little rain ain't gonna stop us, is it? Heck no. All right, to Minnesota we go. Made it up to Sioux City. I'm still ahead of that storm. Hit a few pockets of, sprinkles, but nothing too bad yet. We're still got another good 10 miles to get up state line. All right, we're almost out of South Dakota. This should be about the last exit in here somewhere. Sun is trying to peek through those clouds, but that storm's gonna catch up with me. Once we get up here, yep, there's a rest area right at the state line. I'll stop, get a little information there. And the road we're gonna take is just past the rest area. We're gonna head straight north, all the way up north in Minnesota. But this town called Pipestone, supposed to be cool. Got a national monument. Probably spend the night there. There's another sign, rest area. Okay, I can officially say maybe right there. That had to have been the state line. There it is. Welcome to Minnesota. Yay. All right, let me stop here. Change camera batteries. Get my bearings straight. I believe it's like 30 miles north is that town and national monument. But welcome to Minnesota. Well, it's coming. That's all right. Maybe we can get up to that town and get it filmed before I get too rained on. Who knows? All right, let's go in the rest area. It's a visitor center too. We are way down in the bottom corner. We're gonna head way up. I want to find the headwaters of the Mississippi River. We're gonna explore some towns up north. I figured we'd spend 3-4 days trucking through Minnesota. Yeah, I'll take a couple brochures here. Maybe a map. I like reading that stuff at night. Nice little area in here. It's air conditioned. Heck yeah. St. Cloud. See what else we got. Wow, they got brochures on just about everywhere, huh? Off-road vehicles. All kinds of info. Very well done. Deep River. Well, I think I have about enough. I'm not sure where all these places are. There it is, Pipestone. That's where we're heading. We'll be there in about an hour or so. Pipestone National Monument. Looks pretty there, huh? All right, looks like 30 miles, get up Pipestone. Over a half hour to get up there. And it's the next exit right up the road here from me. I mean, right there. Cool. Well, here we go. I've never explored Minnesota much at all. So this year I thought we'd try a little bit of it, especially the headwaters of the Mississippi River. I think that's going to be kind of cool to find that hopefully tomorrow, next video maybe. But the best thing for me is to get off this interstate. Once again, I think I've said it before, going through South Dakota and some of these places, you almost have to take the interstate. Some of the side roads, back roads, take forever to get through, and there ain't much to see anyway. So long I-90. We might see it later on. When I was looking at the routes, nothing's set in stone. I usually look about a week ahead. I know the state I want to get to and kind of the areas, but all weather driven and everything else. But from Minnesota, we'll dump out over along Lake Superior. All right, well, I'll just let the camera roll unless I get rained on. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Looks like we're going to go through some pretty farm country here. Right here in what would be the southwest part of Minnesota. Okay, I think this is it up here, and I'm hitting raindrops. Hitting a few. Not bad, kind of perfect timing, really. Oh, wow. Look at the buildings. Cool. Well, let's check these first. There's supposed to be a little historic place here, according to the phone. I use everything on the phone, Google Maps. Let's take a walk. There's a museum. I want to check these buildings first. Wow. This is cool. Look at that thing, huh? Holy moly. There's an old cornerstone. This whole town's a museum. The corner is rounded on that old building. Looks like a castle almost, doesn't it? I'll be darned. This reminds me up in the upper part of Michigan on near that Copper Harbor. The buildings. I forget the name of that town. My goodness. Wouldn't you love to have a building that looked like that? Calumet Hotel. 1887 it was built. My goodness. Quartzite block. What a place. My goodness. Flower beds in the brick. So if one of the old buildings are missing, they turn it into like a little park. Flower beds. Shops aren't open yet. But what a classic old town. This town isn't that big. That National Monument's about 2 miles out of town here. I found an RV park. So I'm going to spend the night here too. Just flowers hanging everywhere, huh? Sit out on the bench, watch the world go by. Heck yeah. Old City Hall building. Pipestone Historic District. They got that right. Wow. The old City Hall. No, it's a museum. Well, I'm gonna go inside. We'll check it. See what we can find. Nice lady said this old artifacts all donated by locals through the years. A lot of local history. She said that national monument is a huge draw for people, though. They get a lot of tourism through here. And there's a major effort to restore all the old buildings to keep them going. Oh, wow, I bet. Yeah, they lost a few buildings to fire. Pipestone school fires. Wow. That was a long time ago. Every kid's fear going to the dentist. Yikes. Almost all the old museums you go in, they got dentist chairs and doctor office stuff. There's an old safe. Oh, look at the video. Huh. Old time YouTube right there. And there's the mailman. I bet he was popular. There's your old time Facebook. Getting a letter. No one writes a letter anymore. I like mailing postcards once in a while. Those are fun. Takes forever to get a postcard in the mail, too. There's some old lanterns. Probably from a railroad or something, maybe, huh? Pretty big building. Of course, it was their old city hall. Clothes, uniforms from back in the day. Dresses. Ooh, bank robberies. Oh, boy. That was talked about back then, I bet. Yikes. building, boom, the landscape of the Sioux quartzite industry. Man, you're not a kidding. That is impressive. They don't even make anything like that anymore or build it. Pipestone quarries. Well, I think we're going to see one. I think that's what the monument is an old quarry. Hopefully it doesn't rain us out. We're not going to get too wet out there. That's amazing how these buildings in a tiny little town right here in southern Minnesota. But wait, there's more. Let's go upstairs. Ooh, look at this picture. Part of the quarry. That was a lot of work getting that rock out of there like that. Cutting the chunks. What do we got? A waterfall? That'll be cool. All right, what do we got up here? It is air conditioning here. It feels good. All right. There's your old-time cell phone. Where the operator would listen in. Hello, operator. Connect me to the pizza shop, would you? Old switchboard for telephones. That was a big deal, big business. Amazing how fast everything changes. Look at that, an old phone is now in a museum that I used to use, which means I belong in a museum. Heck yeah. Well done. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. There's old-time vacuum cleaners, appliances. Old furniture that was hard to sit in. All that old stuff wasn't very good, was it? Okay, well, now how'd they get that wagon up here? All right, I want to know. How'd they get it up here? Probably piece by piece, huh? Oh, here's another room. They're hiding it on us. Oh, that fan feels good. Looks like more old pictures of town and stuff. The buildings. More artifacts. Organ. Plus music, instruments. Oh, look at the pictures. Huh. That's cool. Looks like bands and whatnot. Old orchestras, maybe, huh? No rain. I think we're gonna get lucky out there. I go through a lot of towns and film. You know, normally you'll find one or two neat old buildings in a small town, but this town, this is one to remember, this Pipestone. Alright, we're going to go out this national monument. I believe they got a hiking trail we can take. As long as we're not getting rained out, we're going to do it. Then that RV park is up in here off to the right somewhere too. All that stone and rock is so common around here, it's probably no big deal to locals. You know, they just build with it. But when you come in from somewhere else and had never seen it before, my gosh, that was something. Okay, we need to make a left, right, kitty corner off to the right. I believe the RV park's tucked back in there somewhere. Okay, welcome to Pipestone National Monument. Going to do a little exploring. Here's the visitor center. Look at them guys on their bicycles. Okay, well, I looked on the phone, on Google actually, not phone. There is a hiking trail that said it's pretty easy to do. We'll go inside first and find out. There's a couple storyboards. Alright, well, this will work. I'm going to put a little bag together, camera, a couple batteries, bottle of water. And definitely I'd need to spray down with some bug spray. Mosquitoes are thick here. Well, let me get ready and we'll take a little walk. Actually, a hike. There's the trail. Oh, I can do that. That ain't too far. Oh, a waterfall. All right. We're in for a treat. Making pipes out of the rock. Wow. Look at that. Petroglyphs in the rocks, pipe making. Can actually come in and watch someone make a pipe. Very well done by the Park Service. Well, what do you think? You want to walk the trail? It's not air conditioned out there. Okay, we'll do it. Had to talk myself into it. At least it's paved the whole way. I really covered myself in some bug spray because they are thick right now, those mosquitoes. The other day I really got eaten up by them back in South Dakota. Plants growing in here, flowers. You can hear all the birds and everything going. I guess it's about a half mile of the whole loop. It loops back to the visitor center. It's supposed to be a waterfall up here somewhere. What's the old saying? Water under the bridge? All right, I'll quit joking. March on. Here we go. Keep trucking. RVerTV style. Slow. Very slow. What's this? This is a quarry. Spotted Pipestone Quarry. Now, from what I gather, what I read in that visitor center, you can get a permit and actually come out and take some of this rock. I'm not really sure how much or how or what. That'd be a ton of work. Oh, man. Come in and dig this rock out. Woof. Oh, look at this. They got a pump set up. They're pumping the water out so they can get at the rock face in there. They are definitely mining this area. There's their pump. That's part of their quarry. Interesting. Well, let's go find that waterfall. There's the creek. We'll just keep following that, I guess. Pipestone Creek. Where all the buffalo bison get their water from. You don't think about Minnesota having the bison. I mean, you think of like South Dakota and Wyoming, those places. Wow, that's a lake. Go figure. That's what the sign says. Smooth sumac. All that vegetation there. There's a lot of it. I'll be darned. Oh, what's this say? Turtle nesting area. Please stay on path. They've been digging in there. Be cool to see one. Well, there you go. I don't see any. What a place, huh? Like Shangri-La back here. Had to take this stone pathway up here. Ripple marks. I can hear the waterfall. We're right here. Hi, what's up there?
It's top of the waterfall.
Is it?
Yeah, it's nice.
Cool, thank you. Top of the waterfall, yay. According to that gentleman. I bet this was all this one big quarry they were mining. It's a farm field, then it drops off. Probably in the winter you can really see it. Okay, here we go. Nicollet Expedition. He discovered this area early 1800s. He chiseled his name and initials in a rock. Could you imagine being the first ones to discover this place? That would have been something. I hear the waterfall. Those steps are going to go right down there. Well, What a perfect little place. Head on down. That's quite a bit of water. It's actually creating wind. Wind's hitting the camera. Making like a wind noise too. That's something. Right here in the rocks. What a gorgeous place. My goodness. Pipestone National Monument. You could sit out here all day long, couldn't you? Well, I'm glad I came up here. This is cool. I wasn't expecting all this. I thought it was mainly like trails and some rocks in the quarry. Absolutely perfect. I think we're about at the end of the loop. We'll start trucking back. Yeah, if you're out this way. It's about 30 miles off I-90 though. You're a little ways up here. Definitely worth it. puppy dog. Good morning. This is neat. You walk right along the face of the rock. Quartzite cliffs. So they just mine the big chunks and cut them up. See all the fractures in there? Huh. Trees growing through it. Almost like a jungle in here. Pretty darn amazing. Just out here in the middle of farm fields, and you got all this. Really easy trail to hike, too. And those steps going up around the falls, that was neat. Look there, another bench. You can sit and relax if you want. Oh, more steps. Let's go up. This big old flat field. Then just drops off. Amazing. Mother Nature, huh? What's that? The Oracle. Oh, I see it. See it? Right there in the face. I'll be darned. Well, I'm getting lucky on the rain. I haven't been rained on quite yet. You can feel it in the air, though. Oh, man. It is humid. Big rock maze. Just keeps going. More formations. Sun never shines back in there. Wow. Just a little bridge. Yeah, very easy. It's probably one of the easiest trails I've walked on in quite a while. Normally you got a hill or something to climb. Well, I think we're getting out of the rock, so very different. I've never seen anything like this. Not this close. With a waterfall and everything. Very, very interesting. Prairie, past and present. Yeah, they probably didn't have power lines running through it back then. But when you look at this place, you just think of farmland, don't you? Till you take that trail. And also the visitor center, you know, the pipe making and all that. That's cool. Here's a quarry. This must be where you're able to get a permit and get some of the rock.
This is the Joe Taylor truck. It's got a link.
Yeah, there's a guy down there getting rock. Permitted quarries only. Well, if you're building a fence or I don't know, artwork, crafts, something. Just to say it came from here would be something else. Wow, that has a stone floor in it. Big old wall built. Quarry pit floor. Quarry layers. Pretty cool. Well, too cool for school. We just beat the rain. Check it out. A few drops hitting the windshield. I'm going to run back to town. I need to top off the van before I get parked for the night. But that was neat. I didn't know what to expect here. I just thought it'd be a quick little stop, and that turned out to be a great hike, great scenic views, even with the cloud cover. Didn't matter. I really enjoyed stopping here at this Pipestone National Monument. Put it on your list if you get a chance. Get through this way. Once again, it's like 30 miles north of I-90. Well worth it though. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you can sign up for free newsletter. Putting one out once a month now. Got stories, blogs, all kinds of cool things in there. Also, we got the merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, and the Heck Yeah 2025 Heck Yeah coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, which help support the channel and future videos just like this one, exploring Pipestone, Minnesota, and all those rocks and waterfalls and all that. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, well, I'm going to drive back through these historic buildings in this downtown. Look for a gas station. Top off the van, get parked for the night, download all this great footage out of these cameras, and get ready for tomorrow. Next video, we're trucking straight north. We're gonna go up and try to find the headwaters, the start of the Mississippi River. Journey continues. Talk soon.